simple pendulum. In this exercise, we have a state pendulum, a simple pendulum here with a mass, the angle x1 between the rod and the vertical, and the rotation speed x2. So we'll assume here that the state equation of the pendulum are given here. And from the vector field given here, we have to find the stable and unstable equilibrium points. So for simplicity, we'll assume that j is equal to 1. It will not change the behavior of the pendulum. Now, if I look at the equilibrium point, I know that I have an equilibrium point if x dot equal f of x equal this equal to 0. Okay, it means that the state does not move. Then I have to solve f of x equals 0. So in this case, f of x equals 0 is equivalent to x2 equals 0 because this is f of x. So x2 equals 0 and minus sine x1 equal 0. So it means that, of course, the speed of the pendulum is 0, so x2 is equal to 0, but also, since the sine is equal to 0, it means that either x1 equal 0 or equal to pi. So equivalently, it is equivalent to x1 equal to k, where k times pi, where k belongs to z. So when x1 is equal to 0, we are like this, and it corresponds to a stable equilibrium point. And when x1 is equal to pi, so plus 2k pi eventually, plus 2k pi. Okay, in this case, it means that the pendulum is at the top, and we have an unstable equilibrium point. So we have by stable, since here there is no friction in the state equation, it means it's not stability in what we call in the sense of Lyapunov. It means that it will not converge to 0. We will oscillate like this, where we are near to 0, so near to 0, 0, but will not go to infinity. So it is some kind of stability. But here it's totally unstable. It means that if I move a little from this equilibrium position of epsilon, then I will leave the region around the equilibrium point. So it is totally unstable. So to prove the stability, I can either linearize, but here in this exercise, we want to find geometrically if it is stable or not. So for this, I will draw the vector field. It is given in the exercise, but here I will use Python to draw it. So I will propose a very simple program here, which use Autolib. I have here the evolution function of the pendulum. This one, so it corresponds to f of x. So as an input, I have x1, x2, and as an output, I have two values, two floats. So it corresponds to what we call in Python tuple. It's not a vector. So for this, I can use a draw field function, which is given in Autolib library, available here. I switch to Python. I run this, and I obtain the picture of the vector field. Okay, so it means that the dynamics, the trajectory of the pendulum in the state space will follow this vector field. Okay, so now I will take the vector field here, and I will try to guess how are the trajectories. Of course, after I will use an Euler method to find, or Runge-Kutta method to compute these trajectories. But here I just want to understand how it works. So I will start from an initial point, x0, and from x0 I will try to integrate geometrically this state equation. So for instance, assume that I start here. If I follow the trajectory, the arrows, I will turn like this, and this corresponds to a situation where the pendulum oscillates. If I start here, I will oscillate like this. Okay. So it means that in this situation, for the first situation, I was oscillating like this. And for the other situation, like this, it means that I start from here and I will perform something smaller. Okay. Now, if I start from here, for instance, so here we can understand that the pendulum is a situation where I am above zero. So this is the zero line, and this is a stable equilibrium point. And now I will find a situation where I have an unstable equilibrium point. So the blue corresponds to this situation. The pendulum is like this. Okay. So now I can find a situation, for instance, where x1 corresponds to the angle is more than pi. So it means that I am here. So this is a situation where I'm like this. So we can understand that the angle, which is positive like this, will follow the rows like this. So probably what can happen is that I will go down like this, but this point is unstable since I leave the region if I start in a very neighborhood of this unstable point. That's what happened here. So the trajectories can continue. So for instance, if I start here, I follow the trajectory and can do something like this. So it means that the pendulum is rotating like this, not oscillating like here, but rotating like this. So x1 is increasing. Now if I'm here, I will also, for instance, if I start from here, I will do something like this. So it means that x1 will decrease. So it means for the pendulum that I start from here and I will rotate with a small speed and I will rotate like this. And since the positive direction, trigonometric direction is like this, my angle will decrease. Question number 2. I have to program an Euler integration and to draw the trajectory on the state space. Then I will have to compare with the Runge-Kutta integration scheme in the question number 3. Okay, for this I will propose to use a Python program. Where here I propose an initialization around 0. So the pendulum is like this. The angle is 0, but I have a small speed like this. So normally it should oscillate like this with a small angle forever, since I have no friction. So for this I will perform an Euler integration where I have to put as an argument the state xe, like Euler, which is initialized at x0. Then I will draw a red point. Okay, so Euler has an argument xe, dt, which is equal to 0.1, which is not so small, just to see that the Euler method is not very accurate. And fa corresponds to the same as f, but f has an input tuple and returns a tuple corresponding to two floats, whereas here I want a function fa like array, which take as input array, so vectors, which will have the form like this, x1, x2, corresponding to theta and theta dot. It just I change the type to make it consistent with the Euler integration. Here I switch to Python. This is my program. I will start it maybe for longer like this, and if I run this program, I will see that indeed I follow the rows, but I can see that the amplitude become larger and larger, which is not consistent with the reality. Or the oscillation increase, and we'll see what happened. Here it is almost at the top. So here it is almost at the top, so probably here we can understand that it takes energy, and we'll see that here it change of behavior. There is some kind of bifurcation where the pendulum start rotating again and again. Now for the third question, I will provide a comparison with the Runge-Kutta method. So here it is Euler, where the state for Euler is denoted by xe and xr for the Runge-Kutta. Both are initialized to x0, which is 0.5. So for the Euler, I will draw it red. So this is Euler. And for the Runge-Kutta, I will draw it blue. So I will perform an integration for t to 0 to t max. I run my program, and I can see the two trajectories, the blue with the Runge-Kutta and the red with Euler. We can see that the Runge-Kutta is rotating and does not take energy, which is more consistent with the reality. For the Euler method, we can see that what happens often, it takes some energy, and since we have no friction, it takes more and more, as we have seen previously. For now, what we will do, this is a trajectory in the state space, but it's sometimes more comfortable to see the equivalent in the world space and to see the real pendulum oscillating. So I will take exactly the same program, but to draw the pendulum in the world space and not in the state space anymore. So now I take exactly the same program with the same initial condition, the same comparison between the Euler and the Runge-Kutta integration chain, but the drawing is not anymore in the state space, but in the world space. So it means that I will draw the actual pendulum with an angle like this, corresponding with to theta, which is here, and which is extracted as the first component of x. So here I'll plot it, and with the corresponding color, which is red for the Euler and blue for the Runge-Kutta method. I switch to Python. Here I run the program, and I can see at the beginning they were started on the same position, but we can see that the Euler integration shape is inaccurate. The pendulum takes more and more energy, which is not consistent with the reality. And the Runge-Kutta method behaves quite well. Okay, so it will rotate faster and faster. So we can understand that for conservative systems such as here, it's better to use the Runge-Kutta method. If we want to predict the position of planets, which are conservative systems, it's better to use the Runge-Kutta method. But for stable systems such as most of the robots, the Euler method is often sufficient.